Joining us now from Hempstead, New York, Bob Schieffer, the debate moderator, host of Face the Nation, and CBS News chief Washington correspondent. Bob, good job last night. Thanks for getting up early for us. Do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Your take last night, you had the best seat in the House. Tell me, when you got ready to go to bed last night, what were you thinking about what transpired in that room with those two men?
Well, I mean, with all the talk about Joe the Plumber, the first thing I thought about is that I actually belonged to the Carpenters Union when I was young, and I thought, well, that training, I finally got to put it to some use, work on the construction job. It doesn't, Harry, you and I are both reporters. It doesn't get any better than that if you're a reporter. I mean, to be able to sit at that table with those two men at this point in what to me has been the most exciting campaign that I've ever covered, and I've covered quite a few. It was, I'll just say it, it was absolutely thrilling to be sitting there, to try to see them in such close proximity. They've never been that close to one another for that period of time, probably in their whole lives. I just thought it was very interesting, and I thought we learned a lot about both men.
Yeah. So interesting to see John McCain come out more aggressively than in prior debates. Yet at the same time, we looked at these instant poll numbers from the undecided voters, and it doesn't look, at least on the surface, like it played that well.
Well, I can't really make a judgment on that, and I think since I was the moderator, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to say who I thought won or lost. I thought they both made the points that they came there to make. Barack Obama is ahead. He was very cool. He was very composed. If John McCain was trying to rattle him, he did not do that. He didn't succeed in doing that last night. On the other hand, I thought McCain made some points when he said, look, if you wanted to run against George Bush, you should have run the last time out, not this time. I am not George Bush. I think if John McCain had one message sitting at that table last night, it was to try to convince people that he is not a part of the Bush administration. On the other hand, I think Barack Obama, if he had one objective, it was to convince people that John McCain was part of the party that has presided over the situation we find ourselves in tonight.
There's a brand new ad that's come out by the Obama campaign already this morning that talking about John McCain voting with the Bush administration 90% of the time. So that's a theme we're sure to be hearing over the next couple of days. I'm wondering, for John McCain, down double digits now, he probably had the best performance of all of his performances of these three debates, yet with as much bad news as there is in the economy, that may be drowning out everything he has to say.
I think it's drowning out a lot of what both of them are saying. I don't think there's any question about that. And that is the problem for John McCain. He is part of the party in power when some pretty bad things have happened. The Republicans have been in the White House now for 8 years. The problem for John McCain is to try to separate himself and his campaign and what he wants to do from the party that has been in power these last years. Now, the Democrats, of course, for the last few years have been in charge of the Congress.
Right.
He has got to find some way to break away. Whether he did that last night or not, we'll find out on Election Day. But I think that's what this election has been about from the very beginning, Harry, and I think that's what in the end will decide it.
2.5 weeks to go. We're all hanging on. Bob Schieffer, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us again. As always, it's such a pleasure. Thanks again, and good job.
Thank you very much, Harry.